Hey guys, it's Mr. Cheese. So basically there's this YouTuber named Chairelz, I don't know what his name is. Anyway, he made this stupid video where he pulled a bunch of people from like his YouTube and Discord and asked them all to just give something that's actually just unarguably true. Like there's oxygen in the air and he had to find a way to, prove that wrong. So like there's oxygen in the air, no there's more nitrogen in the air, and if you round, then no more oxygen. So we're just going to take a look at that video right now and see how it goes.
The sky is blue. I can already think of plenty of circumstances where this would not be true. First off, what if you're colorblind?
If you're colorblind though, and what you see is normally blue, and then just like the grayscale, and then you look at the sky, which is the same shade of gray, wouldn't that mean it's their same blue? You gotta think, bro.
Alcohol is bad for a developing child. Well, in that case, you must have had some alcohol as a child, saying your profile.
I have.
You shouldn't make a general claim like this that alcohol is completely bad.
You have to read the fine print. You see that there? You see that there? You see that there? Right in his video, it says that he is wrong. He is indeed wrong. I am right.
2 + 2 = 4. Huh? What are these? I have no idea what these funny symbols are or what they do. Well, I actually do, but what I just acted out is a perfect example of how some objective claim is actually just a subjective opinion that can be left to our own interpretation. What I am saying is that from a direct mathematical standpoint, I can't prove you wrong, but what leaves your statement to be interpreted is the language. Of course, 2 things and another 2 things make 4 things.
He is really trying for this one, isn't he?
But how can we be certain that the 2s and the 4s in that statement actually represent what we just assume they represent? You are using in this equation is symbols from a language that is man-made, rather than an objective, unchanging system. Because of this, your claim is—
That's where you're wrong. You see, numbers are not man-made. They're simply a man's interpretation of the natural world. And so if you take that man-made interpretation, it could be wrong. And that's assuming that the answer would be natural, but if by your own logic, the answer is man-made. Therefore, a man-made system used to find a man-made answer checks out.
Just as a video game. So I conclude that because nobody is having fun when playing Celeste, it is not a video game.
A game played by electronically manipulating images produced by a computer program on a television screen or other display screen. He didn't even try for this one.
Chairs. Dino, I hate to break it to you, but this claim just has so many flaws. We haven't even specified what chairs we're talking about here. In the plural for chairs you say in the claim could imply that I am physically capable of sitting in multiple chairs at one time.
You are absolutely capable of sitting in multiple chairs at one time. As long as your body width is more than the gap of the 2 chairs, you can sit in 2 chairs. And you can always bring the chairs together to be at the molecular level, almost touching. You can never have them actually touching, but unless you are literally the size of an atom, which I doubt, you are not squeezing through there, bro.
We haven't considered the status of these certain chairs. Could I sit in an electric chair? Could I sit in a burning chair? Could I sit in a sharp, spiky?
You can sit in all of those chairs. I don't know for how long, but you can.
Atoms never touch, so in all cases, including sitting in a chair, I am technically levitating. In conclusion, you're a—
but you're still sitting in the chair. There's a certain region where your posterior can reside inside of this boundary in which you are considered in the chair. Observe, I am currently on my knees right now, and yet I am still inside of the chair. I'm currently on my stomach right now, and yet I am still in the chair. It's like he's not even trying.
If you paint a room yellow, it'll turn yellow. But if you paint the same room purple, it'll turn purple.
I could see a fairly easy way to disprove this, but I want to see if he points it out.
Already wet paint or some other liquid on it that would result in the painting—
Yes, wet paint. That's the thing. If you have the wall yellow, imagine that wall back there is yellow, and then it's still drying, and then you put purple paint on there, it's going to be some conglomerate of yellow and purple. It's not going to be just purple.
Gibby's cute.
I agree.
But only one. This is one circumstance where he barfed a couple times before, and when I was taking 0.5s of him, for some reason Flash turned on when
Adorable.
Earth is an oblate spheroid. I was gonna do the Earth is round, but realized you could use technically it's not perfectly round to get out of it. No, it's okay. I don't need the clarification because I don't think it's either of those two. I think it's flat. To this, I'll blow your mind, but fair warning, it might get a little political. So we're supposed to believe that Earth supposedly has gravity that brings it towards the center, right? But let me show you how this doesn't make sense. Obviously, the Earth is bigger than us, so we get pulled towards the Earth. But why is that not the same with the sun? When we were talking about—
Alright, here we have the force of gravity. The force that is applied by gravity is equivalent to big G, the gravitational constant, which is a very, very small number, times the mass of one object, let's say for example, me, the mass of a second object, let's say for example, the Earth, divided by the radius squared, how far away you are. If I stand on the Earth, the radius is very, very, very small. Now, in comparison to the sun, that's quite a big distance, bro. There is still force of gravity being applied, but it's not as big, which means we are stuck on the Earth, and we are being pulled by the sun, but you can make the same argument that everyone on Earth is also being pulled by this hat. Now, this hat is it does not have a lot of mass. This hat does not have a lot of mass, so it's pretty easy to assume that the force of gravity applied by this hat is extremely small, but it's still there nonetheless.
oxygen exists. You have no evidence. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it. What?
You didn't even try for that one. In the intro, I did a whole, nitrogen thing. He just said, nuh-uh.
Water is water. You can't define a term with the same—
That is true. That is circular reasoning, which is also it's a logical fallacy. You could—
Both the Einstein condensate is a state of matter.
It actually is. Look at that. Bose-Einstein condensate is a state of matter.
In the correct time.
A little thing you don't know about Peanut. He is in Central Time. That is objectively, subjectively, objectively, the wrong time zone.
Chairelz is a content creator.
If anyone's ever seen his content, it's not there, man. This was no way was meant to downplay Chair. He's actually he's pretty cool. After you're done watching this video, I would recommend watching the original, because I watched some of his other stuff. It makes him cool. Splatoon, Celeste, random content. It's just fun.
Sparks have been around longer than the North Star. This literally isn't even true. Genuinely, this statement is just flat out incorrect. Wait, I actually just looked this up. What? How? How are sharks older? How is that even possible? It's a star.
He can't argue against all of it. There you go, bro. Fix your title.
Murder is a crime. Okay, so in order to prove this is technically not correct in all cases, I did some research to hopefully find at least some place in the world where murder is not considered a crime. But I literally couldn't find anything. It isn't even legal in Antarctica.
Abortion.
There are no circles in Minecraft.
There's a video by Mysticat that just literally made a circle in Minecraft without mods. He could have just found that. It's not that hard.
No. Chairelz exists. Nuh-uh.
You got us there. Thank you all for watching. This took way too long. It is way too late, and I need sleep. Goodbye.